Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. And if you're new here, my name is Melanie. I am a financial analyst. Today we're going to talk about 5 stay-at-home mom jobs. I was a stay-at-home mom a few years back and I had a lot of trouble finding jobs that I could do that were flexible. We talk about side hustles, passive income, all things money on this channel. And if you like topics like that, go ahead and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. It helps out my channel. So let's get into the video. Today we're going to talk about 5 side hustles for stay-at-home moms. Stay-at-home moms need a lot of flexibility. So these jobs provide flexibility. They don't provide the type of income that you would have with a 9-to-5, but they do provide money, obviously, and they do provide flexibility so that you can do them whenever you have available time. So let's get into the first one. Number 1, property preservation contractor. So what is a property preservation contractor? It's somebody who takes care of a house that has been foreclosed on by the bank. So when you see a house that the bank buys back because the owner can't pay it, then the owner moves out and the bank owns the house. And while the bank is getting ready to sell the house, this property preservation contractor steps in to keep the house up to code and looking good so that it can be sold. So some of the small things they do is make sure the pipes don't freeze, they keep the utilities on, things like that. They maintain the yard and they maintain all the hedges and flowers in the front so that when it is about to be sold, or when the bank says, okay, all of our paperwork is done, we're ready to sell this house, let's show the house, it looks good, people want to view the house. So how do you get this money to pay for all of the little maintenance things that you're doing? So the bank is the owner of the house and they are giving you the money to pay to set the house up, to make it look nice, to keep it up, to make sure that it looks good on the outside, but sometimes the inside, but not likely. The average income for this varies state by state, so you can Google the average income in your specific state and then see if this is something that you want to do. You don't have to have a certificate to do this, but you don't have to have a certificate in order to do this. Anybody can become a property preservation contractor, and this is very, very flexible. If you have kids in school, you could make appointments for the maintenance and then do the walkthroughs and the checks for people who are doing the maintenance while your kids are in school. But there's a lot more to this job title or this side hustle. So I will leave some links down in the description below so that you can check them out if this is something that you want to do. Number 2 is virtual assistant. This job or this side hustle is something that's great for stay-at-home moms because there is so much flexibility. And what a virtual assistant does is basically anything that your boss or the person hiring you requests for you to do. So this is stress-free because it doesn't have the lag time of starting your own business. So you can just go on a website. The website that I've used before it's fancyhands.com. So you can go to this website, look at virtual assistant jobs as well as Fiverr or Upwork and all of those other gig type of sites. So then when you get this virtual assistant position, you're basically doing things like checking emails, sending emails, you might update their social media, anything that you can do remotely as a virtual assistant. This is just on the computer, little task that somebody would need you to do. So you can do this day or night. You can do this while your kids are at school or while they're napping. That is why it's so good for a stay-at-home mom. Now, it's not going to replace a 9-to-5 income because you're going to be doing this part-time. You're going to be doing this just sporadically throughout the week. You might only do this for 10 hours a week or 20 hours a week at most, or however much you want to do it. But this is a really good start to get your feet wet, to see what can I do, how open is my actual schedule, how flexible can I be with having this virtual assistant position. And then you get to work with multiple people. So for example, if you work with one person and you do the task and they're not so great to work with, the task is over and then you can go back to Fiverr or go back to Fancy Hands and then apply for another virtual assistant gig. So it's not an ongoing thing with one person unless you really like that person. So that's the beauty of it. That's why I like it, because you don't have to work with one person for months at a time. You could work with them for a month and say, okay, their task is all the work that you needed to do for them is done. Now you're working with somebody else. and then somebody else. Go ahead and check that out. I will put some links in the description down below so that you guys can research virtual assistants and then get started with that position if you would like. So far, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps out my channel. So number three is proofreading. Proofreading is so easy and it doesn't take a lot of time to do. But like I said before with all these other ones, this is not going to replace your 9 to 5. This is kind of just side hustle money based on how much you do it. So if you have some free time in between school, in between naps or whatever, you can become a proofreader. So I will leave some links in the description below so that you can get started proofreading. But I used to do proofreading. It was really lucrative and it was easy to do. If you're good at grammar and you can read, then you can be a proofreader. So go ahead and check out those links and see if it's something that you want to get into and see if it's something that is flexible enough for you to do. Number 4 is Cambly.com. So what is this? This is a way that you can teach or you can tutor online. So if you know how to speak English, you can tutor English, and it's not just one language. You can, if you know multiple languages, you can sign up to tutor multiple languages like French and Spanish and Italian. They have all of them. So go on this website, you go all the way down to the bottom, it says become a tutor. And so you can sign up to be a tutor, you can just apply, they'll let you know if you're in, and then people can start signing up for you to be their tutor. So you want to plan for this. Your flexible time should be when the kids are like at school or napping, because you're going to be on camera and you're going to be tutoring, so you need to be quiet and you need to be able to be on camera for the person that you're tutoring. If this sounds like something you want to do, I'm going to leave links to all of these jobs down in the description with multiple websites. So you can check out multiple websites and see if this is something that you want to do, if this is something you want to get into, if it's flexible enough for your schedule. Number 5 is Amazon Associate. So if you haven't heard of Amazon, then you have been living under a rock. And thank you for climbing out under your rock to watch my video. But Amazon has its tentacles in everything, and that includes Amazon Associates. So what this is you would set up a social media, get products to review, have the affiliate link in your description, and you could say, oh, I really like this camera because this is great, this is how I use it, and then here's my link if you want to buy it. And then you get a set of commission from the link when the person uses your link to buy it. So this one takes some effort to make a good amount of money, but if you already have a good social media following, like on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, and you do have a lot of products, you're a person who buys a lot of beauty products or a lot of tech things, or just if you're doing the stay-at-home mom thing, then you can review kids products. So make a quick 30-second video. I really like this pacifier because this is what it does. And then here's the link for Amazon. So this is a good passive way to make income because you do it once and then people use your link, watch your video, use your link over and over and over again. So on average, an Amazon associate can make $43,000 a year, and this is full-time doing this as a job. So if you want to make this kind of like a side job or a part-time job, then obviously you're going to make a little bit less. So let's get into number 6. Number 6 is a transcriptionist. So this is fairly easy to get into. I will put some links down in the description. I also have another video. It has a little bit more details about how to become a transcriptionist. According to FlexJobs, transcriptionists make about $32,000 a year. This is a lot of money for somebody who's going to stay at home. It's going to be flexible. You can do, all the stuff you want to do with your kids, and then in the meantime, work. You'll be able to pick up your kids from school or be a stay-at-home mom, and then when your kids are asleep or napping, this is something you can do, be a transcriptionist. If you can type 75 words per minute, then you are in there. So if you cannot type 75 words per minute, then just practice and get yourself up to that threshold and then start applying at some of the links that I will leave down in the description for you. Number 7 is to be a coach. You can be a coach in health, you can be a coach in business management. There are many things. You could be a fitness coach. There's many things you could be a coach in and have this job be flexible. So according to FlexJobs, most coaches, the national average, you make $31 an hour. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't know how to be a coach, I don't know how to coach anybody in anything, I'm not certified in coaching, being a health coach or being a fitness coach, then definitely check out some classes on Udemy. See what you want to do as a stay-at-home mom, and then I guarantee you there is going to be some classes that you can take that you can learn how to hone your skills and better do whatever it is that you want to do. With the transcriptionist, you can always take a typing class to get a little bit faster and become a transcriptionist or a transcriber. So you find classes on Udemy with coaching. You could always learn how to be a health coach and then start doing that. So the point of this video is just to give you some tips on what you can start doing as a stay-at-home mom. If you don't have any training for any of these, definitely, like I said, check out Udemy and take a class and invest in yourself, because you don't want to just sit there and waste time and say, well, I really want to make money, but I don't know how to do anything. Give yourself a couple of weeks to learn how to do whatever it is that you are targeting, and then learn it and then go out and apply for those jobs. Don't just browse the internet for things that are stay-at-home mom jobs when you feel like you don't know how to do anything. Try to get a skill if you don't already have one, and then use that skill in order to make yourself some money so that you can be flexible for your kids. That is what I did. That is what a lot of stay-at-home moms are doing, because we know that the 9-to-5 world does not cater to us when schools get out at 2:30 or 3 o'clock and the average workday ends at 5. And schools are closed all the time for multiple reasons. Just there's so many things why a mom would definitely need a more flexible form of income. So check out all the links that I put down below. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you like content like this, and I hope this video helps you guys out to get started on your stay-at-home journey so that you can be more flexible and have flexible income for your kids. Don't miss my next upload, and now the algorithm thinks that you should watch this video next, so go ahead and watch that video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!